Hi, my name is Gloria Helmbrecht. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 22 years. Today I'm going to show you how to do a background with the acrylic blocks that we use for our unmounted stamps. I'm going to just start. I'm going to be using the Wetlands set in our Stampin' Up! Catalog. And first thing I'm going to do is just take out a piece of Whisper White. You'll get different patterns and techniques depending on the paper you use. Some of the papers that we have, like this one, has texture. So when you roll the acrylic block across it, then you'll get more of a textured appearance. The Whisper White is very smooth, so it accepts a lot of the color very easily. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to create some of the land where the seagulls are going to be crossing. Now when you do this technique, if you draw lines, that's what you're going to get on the paper. You're going to get lines when you just take it. If you want to build like an edge, put more color, just hold it, and then the color just soaks into the paper right where you want to hold it. So we're going to just do a little bit around the edge. See, I got a little sand dune going on there. We're going to make it a little bit solid, more solid right there. And then we're going to add some more color up in here for our seagulls. Now I'm going to make a horizon line. I'm going to take some light blue first. This is our soft sky. And I'm just going to run it across there. See, we've got some nice color going on. Good. And I'm just coloring a straight line, pulling it across. So I'm thinking, oh, why don't we add a little bit darker blue? This is the Marina Mist. I'm going to color like 3 lines in on the Marina Mist, and I'm going to just put that in with that light blue, give it some definition. We've got a nice tide coming in. If you want to give it kind of a really cool looking edge, you can take a smaller block and you just color the edge of the block, and then you just back and forth. It looks kind of like watercolor. Gives that nice cool edge that people like to see on their artwork nowadays. There, got that edge going on there. Kind of color it in a little bit. There we go. Now I want a midline. So what I'm going to do for the midline is I'm going to take a really dark color. This is the Early Espresso. And I'm just going to draw one line right across. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to smooth that line right across where I want the midline to start. Okay? So now we're getting the sea. We're kind of getting a midline where there's some stuff going on across the sea. Now I'm going to take my seagull stamp here, and we're going to take Stays On, and I'm going to stamp our seagulls right on our beach here. See how cute they are? They're just standing in there. They're adorable. I love them. Okay. Now, see, the seagulls have some like little lines, little hash lines going on because that's their shadow, but we know that they walked across the sand. So we're going to give some hash lines here with the marker because we know that they walked all the way across the sand. Why don't we give it a little more depth with the espresso here? So we're going to color that in. See, they walked across. I think I want a little bit more blue in that picture, so we're going to take some real pretty tempting turquoise. I'm going to color that big and bold, and let's get some blue in that ocean. There we go. Now we're getting some color. Now I just want to get some real intense color here, so you're just going to color, hold it right there. Let's do that again. There we go. Hold the color in there, pull it in there, see the waves coming up. You just love that. Let's even it out over here. Let's give it just a little bit of a tree line across the way so that we know that there's another, here we go. Here's a little tree line. So if you just sit there like this, let it soak in and just do a little twist. Now we got some bushes going on. All right, now we've got the birdies here, and they look kind of funny because the surf is bleeding through them. So to give them some definition, I'm going to just take the white marker and color them in white so they pop a little bit here and there, and you can't see the surf through them. Okay, you want to leave some of the lines in so you can see the definition of the birds, right? But you can color in mostly white so you don't see the surf popping in through them. Okay, I thought I might like to have a little sunset, sunrise, whatever you want. So I'm going to take our 1-inch circle punch and a scrap piece of paper, punch that out. I'm going to take a dauber, and we are taking the So Saffron, and we're going to put a sun in there. Now remember, you don't have to make this solid, you know, so it blends into the surf. Very pretty. Then we're going to mount our card on some soft sky using our mono adhesive. I know I used a lot of mono, that's okay. It'll be okay. We're going to center it on the soft sky, and then we're going to get and use the new slate color that we have here. Boop. And mount it on the card, and voila, we have a little sunset, some seagulls. I think you'll like the card a lot. Thank you.